Okay, you guys. Over here I wrote kind of what we're gonna do for the whole day. I'm gonna start you off with a question and then we'll jump into our article. Now, if you guys all participate and have group discussions and with your table, I'm not gonna make you write at the end. But that just depends on you guys, okay? Once we're done with that, I'm gonna explain our activity. You guys will have time to work and then you're gonna present your stories, okay? So, while I'm handing these out, Emma, can you come help me? Can you give each person a highlighter? So, while I hand these out, what does courage mean to you? You can go ahead and raise your hand.
It means, like, I forgot.
Okay, that's fine. Can anyone help me out? Go ahead.
It means like braveness.
Braveness? Good, good word. What else?
Like motivation.
Motivation? Yeah? Solomon?
The willingness to do something, even if it's probably like really hard or scary.
Yeah. Those are all good answers, guys. How about this group? I haven't heard from you guys. You what? Kindness? Yeah. Did everyone get a paper? Rosa Parks paper? Okay. The only thing you're gonna need is a pencil, a highlighter, and your paper. So go ahead and put your iPads and trappers away. Put them on the ground. You can leave your water bottles on the table. So I'm gonna read this story out loud to you guys, and we're gonna highlight. What's up? Yeah, go grab it. I'm gonna read the story out loud to you guys, and we're gonna have class discussions, and then I'll turn and let you loose with your group tables, okay? You guys ready? Okay. Discover how this remarkable woman helped change the lives of millions of African Americans and the history of her country and our Rosa Parks. All people should be treated equally, right? Regardless of where you come from, what religion you follow, where you work, what language you speak, or whether you're a boy or a girl. Well, sadly, this isn't always the case. And many groups of people around the world still suffer because of prejudice and discrimination. Thankfully, there are some amazing people who have done incredible things to fight for equality. One such person was a civil rights activist called Rosa Parks. Raise your hand if you guys know who Rosa Parks is. Quite a few of you. Good. Who was Rosa Parks? Rosa Louise Macaulay Parks. That was her full name. She was born on February 4th of 1913. Her hometown was Tuskegee, Alabama, in the United States. Turn the page. Rosa was born in the town of Tuskegee in Alabama, a state of southern USA. Her mother was a teacher and her father a carpenter, and she had a little brother called Sylvester. After her parents separated when she was just a little girl, Rosa and Sylvester moved with her mother to Alabama capital city, Montgomery. Rosa loved to learn and studied hard at school, but sadly she had to leave school at 16 to care for her dying grandmother, and shortly after her very sick mother. When she returned to high school to earn her diploma and education certificate, and that's just what she did, before beginning to work as a seamstress in Montgomery. Turn the page. Now, I want you guys to go ahead and talk in your table groups about this image. What do you see in this image? So go ahead and turn and talk.
For colored only, like.
It's just being like segregation, I guess.
Yeah, basically segregation.
And then they're forcing the change by being like, hey, if you don't go over here, then we're going to get police and all of them.
Yeah.
Then they get arrested. It was also made by police.
What'd you say?
That that the colored people had different rights and things.
How did this make you feel? Just looking at this image. How does it make you feel? It's unfair. Good word. It's unfair. This table. What'd you talk about?
So we talked about how mainly that it was segregated and they forced for change by backing it up with the police. And I feel like that's just really unfair because they're like, hey, if you don't go in this room, then we're going to call the police on you.
Yeah, good answer. This table, what'd you guys talk about? Make sure you guys are all listening, okay?
Like colored means like you're black or like not colored means you're white. And if you're colored you have to wait longer and just suffer consequences.
Yeah. If you looked different, spoke differently, you had to be somewhere else. You couldn't be with everybody else. This table.
It says waiting room for color only for the police department, so that means that they were separating the colored people and white people to make it unfair for them because they thought they were different.
Okay. On the bottom of that page, I want you guys to write how you would feel if this was unfair. If you guys were in this position, how would you feel?
Just like write it down.
Yep, at the bottom of the page. Okay, you guys ready? Or do you need a little more time? Okay, I'm gonna move on. Life for African Americans like Rosa was hard. At the time, the southern United States operated under the Jim Crow laws, a set of laws introduced in the 19th century that claimed to give African Americans separate but equal. I want you guys to go ahead and highlight Jim Crow laws all the way to equal. But in truth, there is no equality whatsoever. Created by white authorities who thought black people's lives didn't matter as much as theirs, these laws enforced racial segregation and allowed for discrimination against African Americans, referred to the time as colored people. The Jim Crow laws were introduced in different ways from state to state, so there is one common goal: to make sure black citizens and white citizens led very separate lives. Go ahead and highlight "to make sure" at the end of that sentence. So go ahead and highlight "to make sure black citizens and white citizens led very separate lives." And go ahead and talk in your table groups on that last part you just highlighted.
I thought it was
And
like
then talk.
very like unfair, and I kind of wonder how much different their lives were back then.
Yeah, like I'm very grateful that we don't live in that time period.
Yes, y'all two got anything to say?
Okay. Hope you guys had some good discussions with your table. Go ahead and turn to the next page. Now at the bottom of your page, describe what you see in this image right here. Give me about 2 sentences.
That is no like mix of white people and African American.
Good. Yeah, Michael? You what? It's not as nice, is it? Yeah. Zach?
But they don't even have like desks.
Yeah. They have like benches, don't they? Yeah.
There's not very much room.
No, there's not much room for the kids to move, the teacher to move, to sit, or anything. You know, I really wanted to go over this picture because I feel that images can say a lot about something. There's really no right or wrong answer. I mean, everyone that's raised their hand, everything's right. Pictures are a good form of expressing what happened back then, symbolizing and everything. And up to this day, it is art. Okay? In the little caption it says, Black children in the 19th century and early 20th century had separate schools to white children. So, everyone that raised their hands, good. You guys all were on top of that. Among other things, they had separate schools, churches, libraries, restaurants, toilets, drinking fountains, and waiting rooms. In some areas, there was laws banning black people from sports events and even forbidding them to work in the same office as a white person. African Americans had fewer rights too. Racist law known as black codes restricted them to low-paying jobs and made it incredibly difficult for them to vote. These laws also meant black people could be arrested for small things. Now I want you guys to highlight racist laws known as black codes restricted them to low-paying jobs. Go ahead and highlight that. Now I want you guys to talk in your table groups of what that means.
I think that it means that racist like it was very segregated and
Yeah.
society was built towards white men.
I think you highlighted too much. It's I.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's.
3, 2, 1. So that part you guys just highlighted, imagine having a job, but it's not enough to pay your family. What do you do in those times? It was hard. It was hard back then. Very hard until times changed. That's why Rosa Parks made a change. Go ahead and turn to the next page. What did Rosa Parks do? In the face of such racism, Rosa decided to make a stand for what was right. Together with her husband Raymond, she joined the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, also known as the NAACP, working towards putting an end to discrimination and segregation. But it was on December 1st, 1955 that Rosa truly sparked change. After a long day at work, Rosa boarded the bus home and took a seat. At that time in Montgomery, seats at the front of the buses were reserved for white passengers and the seats at the back for, go ahead and turn the page, for the black passengers. The bus quickly filled up when a white man boarded. The driver told the African American passenger to give up their seats for him, while the other black passengers obeyed. Rosa did not. The result, Rosa was arrested by the police and fined for breaking segregation laws. But Rosa refused to pay and argued that it was the law that was wrong, not her behavior. Go ahead and highlight that last sentence. But Rosa refused to pay and argued that the law was wrong, not her behavior. Go ahead and highlight that for me. Go ahead and talk to your table groups about that.
I think it's kind of like messed up, and she shouldn't have had to like move. I think first come like should get a sit where they
Yeah,
want.
first come, first serve, definitely. Like, I think it's dumb that they arrested her, over a small thing. Like, it'd be one thing if they fined her, but it's an entirely different thing if they, throw her in jail for that.
Yeah.
Like, seriously? A bus. It's like our set up back with walking.
Okay, come back to me. 3, 2, 1. Miss Sable, what'd you say?
You said how it was crazy how they arrested her because she didn't want to get off her seat and go to the back of the bus.
Yeah, imagine getting in trouble just because you didn't move, guys. Isn't that just crazy? This table, what'd you talk about?
We said first come first serve, so like
so
she should have she should get a sit there because she was first.
we thought that it was crazy that she got fully arrested and not just fined. And then should there's one thing.
I'll come back to you, okay? This table, what'd you say?
I forgot. It was something else.
He said kind of the exact same
Anyone else want to share? Now start spreading the love. Everyone
Do you
jump up,
remember?
okay?
What?
It was
Okay, this table.
that I actually wanted to talk about it.
That's the white people force them to move.
Are you guys listening? Yeah? Okay.
The white people force them to move, or else they can be arrested for no reason because they just want to sit down and stuff.
Rosa Parks got arrested and fined just because she didn't move her seat. That was how the rules were back then. Turn the page. On the news of Rosa's arrest, the black citizens of Montgomery came together and agreed to boycott the city buses in protest. This meant that on December 5th, African Americans refused to travel on buses. The boycott was managed by an organization called the Montgomery Improvement Association, for which Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was elected as a leader. Go ahead and highlight Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and raise your hand if you know of him, or have heard of him. Good, a good handful of you guys. The protest proved super effective, with more black people participating than had been expected. And since African Americans made up around 70% of bus users, the city's transport services made far less money and began to struggle. But it wasn't an easy protest for the black citizens. Many of them didn't own cars, and so they had to carpool together or walk long distances to get where they needed to go. What's more, the boycott received with anger by members of the white population who responded with aggressive and dangerous acts of violence. Nevertheless, the protesters stuck together and fought for their cause. And on November 13, 1956, their efforts were finally rewarded. After 381 days of boycotting the Supreme Court ruled that Alabama's racial segregation laws were unconstitutional, meaning they weren't valid and should not be recognized. Go ahead and highlight that part. Unconstitutional, meaning they weren't valid and should not be recognized. In light of such a wonderful victory, Rosa became known as the mother of the civil rights movement. Go ahead and highlight that part too. In light, all the way to the end of the sentence. Okay, go ahead and turn to your tables and discuss that.
Yeah, I think it's neat that a little event completely butterflied into something much larger, and eventually led to the banning of the Jim Crow laws.
I think that they played it off like good and like we're supporting the other people and like not going on the bus and making them struggle to realize like that blacks belong.
Okay, come back. 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna start over here. That table. Go. How about Lane? How about you? Hey, Ava, how about you guys say something?
So, the Supreme Court, made segregation laws unconstitutional and they shouldn't be recognized.
Okay, Zach, can you help them out?
Because with their victory over the 300 year slave, the Supreme Court realized and they made the law, segregation laws unconstitutional.
Bexley? Sorry, Zach. Sorry. Bexley.
They ruled the segregation rules unconstitutional because they didn't make it fair for everybody that lives there. And the Constitution states that everyone should be treated the exact same.
Yeah. How about that table? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, blah, 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 blah. Kendall. Darren, can you help her out?
Like, so they boycotted these, like, rights, and then the buses made, like, 70% less than what the money they made, so then the Supreme Court eventually just said that was the laws, and then they integrated.
Good answer. This table.
Rosa Parks kind of, like, showed everybody that it takes a little effort and courage to do what's right for everybody.
That table.
We agreed that it was kind of crazy that just one sign of protest butterflied into a very, very large victory.
I really want to highlight, in light, all those answers were good, by the way, guys. I really want to highlight in light of such a wonderful victory, I want you guys to know it only takes one person to change something. With that one person, it encourages others to do the same, to fight for what's right. Okay? Why don't you go ahead and turn that next page? From what we discussed, I want you guys to write 2 sentences of what you see in this image and how this image makes you feel. Okay. Does anyone want to share what they wrote? Mason?
I said the black person is in front of the white person, so like they've like fought hard enough to where like they don't really care anymore.
Yeah. Rosa Parks sat there.
Yeah.
Didn't she? Zach?
I said because the boycott made it so there was like no people that rode the bus, so we lost a ton of money.
Good answer. James?
They did what was right and succeeded for their record.
Yeah. See, like I said before, a picture, an image, shows a lot to a person. If I were just looking at this for the first time, I could tell that that person behind Rosa Parks looks very annoyed. Doesn't look very happy about what was going on there. But I also had to guess, he's probably thinking this isn't fair. probably thinking it's my time now to make things unfair for them. Okay, go ahead and turn that. Have you read this page or not?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, sadly, despite the victory, life wasn't easy for Rosa and her fellow activists after the boycott. Faced with continued violence and threats by angry white groups, Rosa and Raymond moved to Detroit to live with Rosa's brother. There, she continued to promote civil rights and help those suffering from discrimination and injustice. She continued to support the NAACP in many civil rights events. And in 1987, she co-founded the Rosa and Raymond Parks Institute for Self-Development to provide career training for young people in Detroit. Go ahead and turn to the next page. Rosa received numerous awards for her strength, courage, and her incredible work. Go ahead and highlight Rosa received numerous awards for her strength, courage, and her incredible work for civil rights. And at the bottom of the page, describe what her strengths were of Rosa and how she had courage. Okay, when you're done with that, go ahead and turn to the next page. So, natural causes on October 24th, 2005 at the age of 92. Now, that's a pretty long life, in my opinion. But she continues to be recognized all over the world as a symbol of freedom and equality. Go ahead and highlight that symbol of freedom and equality. Today, commemorative statues stand, or sit, we should say, in her honor to remind us of her remarkable achievements that should never be forgotten. Okay? What did you guys think of this? Mike? Oh, you're giving me a thumbs up. I thought you were raising your hand. What did you guys think? What did you learn? Zach? Yeah, well, Rosa Parks never gave up. If we all gave up in life, we wouldn't be anywhere in this world. It all just takes one person just to do something. And with that one person, encourages others. Anyone else want to share? James?
To be honest, I've learned about most of this before, but I did not know that she joined
An organization, right? Not only did she help that organization, but she expanded it. Anyone else want to share? Come on, you guys, I don't want to make you right. Bexley?
How not moving on a bus led to no more segregation laws.
I didn't know that she was the main cause of the bus boycott and then the eventual banning of the Jim Crow laws. So I think that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I kind of want to go back to the pictures. I think pictures are a good way of showing someone a story. And since there's quite a few images, I really want to explain our activity that that you guys are gonna get to do. I'm gonna make you guys do a little comic. I thought this would give you guys a little break, give you guys some creativity to do. But you're still gonna tie it into Rosa Parks, okay? You're gonna use courage. I want you guys to draw and write me a little story of maybe you've had the courage to do something, such as.
Does it have to be about Rosa Parks?
You're gonna connect it. I want maybe you faced a fear, maybe you helped someone, something like that. Here's my story. I want you guys to go ahead and you guys are gonna put a title. I'm putting a straight story as an example. And if you're wondering if this is true, yes, it is a true story. I'll read it to you guys. I want to make a difference. I decided to run a 5K to raise money for cancer. It's a little scary to put myself out there, but I'm going to try. I'm going to ask others. Join me. You don't have to be fast, you just have to care. They all decided to participate too. Next thing you know, everyone told their friends and family and the word was spreading. Because of that awareness, it was race day the next day. One act of courage turned into a community, making a difference. Because of everyone, we were able to raise money and spread awareness. Together we go far. Thank you for being part of this journey. This is just the beginning. I want to go back to this part right here. It's a little scary to put myself out there, but I'm going to do it. It just takes one person. And because of me, I encourage 25 other people to join me on this race. A lot of people. Just one person. And then on the back, I want you guys to put how this connects to Rosa Parks' courage, okay? And I give you guys about 3 examples. You only have to put 1. Okay? Just like how I chose to run for a cause, Rosa Parks made a choice to stand for what was right. In her case, she stayed seated. When Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat, it encouraged many people to join the movement, just like my run encouraged others to participate and spread the word. One person's bravery can lead to a larger movement. My story shows how one 5K led to more people joining and raising awareness, just like Rosa Parks' action led to a widespread change. Okay? So whatever story you put and draw and make up, I want you guys to tie it into Rosa Parks too. Give me a thumbs up if you understand. Okay? I'll come around and help you, okay? If you have any questions. Yep. You have quite a few minutes. You're gonna work at a voice level 1. Don't make me take that away from you guys, okay? And I want some of you guys to share your stories, okay? Just like I shared mine. And just like how Rosa Parks shared her story. Okay? I'm gonna leave this up for you guys and as an example. Emma, can you come help me pick these up, please? The highlighters. And then I'm going to pass around you guys' comic strip. Oh, also, for your comic, you don't have to use all of these boxes. I'm only going to have you guys at least use 4 to 5 of them. You guys can do more if you have time, but at least 4 to 5. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. And then, if you guys want markers, they're up here. I did mine in black and white. If you guys want to do yours in black and white, that's fine. But just add character to yours, okay?
What if stick figures? Stick figures work. Like we're doing this
I hate having to be in the
Or you can make it up.
I don't know.
The only time I showed courage is when I was on a roller coaster.
Yeah,
That I can
you faced your
remember.
fear. That's courage. Draw that.
Well, it wasn't really a
Well,
fear.
I've never
It
faced
was
my fear.
like I like roller coasters, but it was just like one that went like.
Oh, yeah?
My fear is bungee
Do you guys have about?
My fear is heights.
Hey, you guys, 3,
I'm not scared of heights.
2, 1. You have 15 minutes. I'm gonna give you 15 minutes, depending on where we're at in time. But I want you guys to work hard. We're gonna be at a voice level 1. Please do not make me take that away from you.
Can I just do Mason's story?
You can do as a title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Maybe. Where are you going?
She said she only wants a few to present, not everyone.
Grab the markers you want. Want markers or not?
I got better things on the phone. Huh? I know.
And if you guys need me to turn to the back of this page, just let me know. Okay? This section. Okay? You guys are good on markers?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, have you ever faced the fear? What was your fear? Go ahead and tell the story about it.
When I ever saw something it looked like it wanted to punch you, but then I punched the chair. You punched your wall. No, I punched the chair. They had a video on there. So someone.
Okay. Here's the markers. You want markers? You want black and white?
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. You do.
You want me?
I want to do my work poster idea.
Well, you're gonna draw it and write a little story like my example up there. You only have to use 4 boxes. What have you done something to have clues? Maybe you have the courage to try a new game. There you go. You want marker? That's what you want. You guys have 15 minutes because we're gonna present. So.
Doing something kind of similar to this.
I don't know how to do this. I suck at drawing.
I'm trying to figure out how to turn these little switch bubbles into something I can use. And I can't draw the running in the way.
This is your baby day.
Can I put the time that I wrote the formula with my uncle, and then he flipped it and then slapped it?
You.
Can you make comments? 3:05? You're gonna have to wait till Ava gets back. It's pretty good. Maybe you can kick back something. Talk to someone new. Go somewhere new. You guys can't either. I'm gonna Have you got someone new? Maybe you guys learned something. Learn something new.
I had the courage to try this paper out. To try to figure stories.
Okay, you guys, I'm gonna give you like 2 minutes. 2 more minutes. Okay, you guys, time to wrap it up a little. Try this. You want, maybe you can something? No. Okay, you guys, add your final touches to your comic. We only have a few minutes left. Does anyone want to share their story?
No.
At least one person. Michael? Okay. Just, you want to share your story?
So someone's sitting on a bench. Someone's sitting on a bench, and then there's a kid runs over to go to the swings, and then a grandma comes over to their grandkid and says, "We can't stay because my back hurts." And then a person on the bench says, "You can have my seat."
Give her 2 claps, guys. Go ahead.
Hey, and now
Oh,
you
gosh,
have to go.
That was
Now you have to
horrible,
No, I
guys.
am not
Alright,
ready.
let's redo that. On the count. On 3. Do you guys know what that means?
Yeah,
Like,
1,
on-
2, 3.
No. On 3, like 1, 2.
Oh.
Okay. Alright, ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2. Alright.
Mason, I am not going.
Hey, you have to.
Your
No, I am
turn.
not going. No. Michael can go, I'm not. I volunteered Michael.
Oh wow, how did they have time for all of that?
Okay, here's his story. Aaron, wanna go ahead and
So
share?
it's called The Slide, and it is a true story.
Okay.
I'm there and I'm 7 years old. And there's like the little slide in the background. Well, that's really scary. And you can see the slide, right? Oh no. No thanks. Hey Theron, wanna go on the slide with me? No thanks. Whoa, that was fun. You see the guy coming out of the slide.
Okay, guys.
And then Theron says, it does look fun. And like the line's over there. Maybe I can do this. Let's get this in line. And then so you see like how small he is compared to the other people and how long the line is. So then you're good to go with the lifeguard, and he thinks, here we go. And he goes, ah! So then he goes down, and then he goes, that was so fun.
Is this true, Theron? Is this true, Theron?
I think it is. I don't know.
Alright, let's get Theron. On the count of 3, ready? 1, 2. Alright, anyone else?
Me.
Michael.
We'll do Michael real quickly.
Not
Okay, Michael, you ready?
You should have done that when you
You got it. Okay. Okay, Michael, tell us your story.
Alright, one day little Michael had to go to man school. Alright, MJ, you have to go. Okay, fine. Never mind, I hate it. Bully punching me?
Is this a true story?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, I got bullied a lot.
Well,
You know. I didn't read this, sorry.
you had the courage to stand up to them, didn't you, Michael?
Yeah, and then, no, you can't leave. I have to bully you. Deuces. And that's how I got here. By managing my anger.
Good job, Michael. You had the courage to stand up for it. Give him a hand clap on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2. Alright, who's next?
Me.
I think Zach was next.
Yeah, Zach should go.
Zach, you
I don't know.
Okay, Zach. Is this a good story?
You should go booty cheeks.
Pressure's on. Pressure is on.
Hey, I think it's a little sad.
It's about this paper.
Yes.
Me thinking of the story for this paper.
The paper is sideways.
I know that.
It was beautiful.
Beautiful.
This is true.
This is okay.
The paper, or this paper, and me thinking of a story for this paper. I have an idea and I write about this paper. And then I wrote a story about this paper.
Zach had the courage to write this story, guys. Let's give him 2.
He's writing a paper inside a paper.
1, 2. Alright, anyone else? Okay. We'll go Bexley then you, okay?
No, James, you have to go.
I think Peyton has to go.
No, I'm not going.
Yes, Peyton, you should go.
Jessa, do I have
Oh,
to go?
yeah!
Peyton wants to go. Don't you,
No, I
Peyton?
don't.
Okay,
Peyton said he wants to go.
Bexley's turn.
Well, me and my family would go to a lot of Sporting KC games, and we would always sit in the blue hell area because it's their special area. And towards the end of the game, my favorite player was by the sideline, and I yelled his name and showed him my poster, and he came over and took some pictures. And then before he left, he took off his jersey and gave it to me. And the sign I made looked like that one, and it says, "You're the best, Lucio," and give it a break. I was 6.
So your courage was what, Bexley?
Going with the public when I didn't really like to go with the public the whole time.
Okay, let's give Bexley 2. Ready? 1, 2. There you go. Who's next?
I was a very shy kid.
Peyton wants to go.
No, I don't.
My drawings and my handwriting kind of sucks.
Peyton, you want to go so much, don't you?
There you go.
I-
Brittany's turn. 3,
So,
2, 1.
It all started with my parents making me play volleyball. I forgot how long this was. I felt scared, nervous, and shy because I was playing with people I didn't know, and that didn't stop me, you know. The first day of practice, I was scared and I sucked. But a couple weeks later, my coach told me that I got this, you know. And then I said I suck. And then the day of the game, we won. I made all my serves, by the way. Yep.
and that's it.
What was your courage?
That I didn't give up, and that I played.
Yep, let's give her 2. Ready? 1, 2. Okay, you guys, that's all we have time for today. Just leave your papers and stuff where they're at. I will come around and pick them up. Thank you very much.